Now let's learn about the names of Mercury in Sanskrit. These names will help you understand what Mercury is all about, and if you understand what Mercury is all about, you'll understand the important part of yourself. Since Mercury is the child of the moon, then you can make 1 billion names for Mercury. You just take any name of the moon, and you add something like ja or putra, and you'll get a name for Mercury, like candraja, somaputra, induja. Or in some cases you can strengthen the first vowel, saumya. So that might not seem so interesting, but in fact it is, because the moon represents the mind, and Mercury represents intelligence. Like right now you're hearing me, so all these sound waves are going into your ear, and then this data is coming through your nerve, oral nerve, and it's going into your brain centers, and it's being recognized by buddhi, or the intellect. It's recognizing the patterns of sounds and transforming those patterns into words which have meanings. Then what does it do with those transformed patterns? It gives it to your mind. And your mind is the thing that has opinions and feelings about information, about stuff. So the fact that Mercury is the son of the moon isn't just an interesting story. It explains to us what intelligence is and what it does. Intelligence figures things out, and then you feel a certain way about what it figures out. And then also the feelings will direct the intelligence to take action. If you don't like what you're hearing from me on this video, then your intelligence will say click something somewhere else. Or if you do like what you're hearing from me in this video, your intelligence will say, let me click that like button over there and let me subscribe to this guy's channel. So that's because Mercury is processing your data, showing it to your mind, and your mind has a feeling about it, and then tells Mercury again what to do through the senses, through the outgoing senses. So it's actually quite important that Mercury is the son of the moon. There's 2 names in this category which I find really interesting. One is nakṣatra-pati-nandana. Nakṣatra-pati is the moon, the husband of the stars. nakṣatra-pati-nandana, the son of the husband of the stars. This also proves that there's a certain technique for evaluating dignity, because the word nandana is a name for a child, but it means the one who gives bliss. So Mercury is the one who gives bliss or happiness to Chandra. Mercury and the moon have a contentious relationship because Mercury is the child of the moon under strange circumstances. The moon had Mercury as a child with Jupiter's wife. So the relationship is not mutual. One feels bad about the other doesn't feel bad, feels good. So which way does it go? The parent feels good about the child, but the child feels unhappy about having this particular parent. And this nakṣatra-pati-nandana name for Mercury proves that Mercury must give happiness to the moon. So the moon must feel good about Mercury. That's a technical point for the astrologers out there. Another name that I really like here is rohiṇī-suta. Mercury is the son of Rohiṇī. But I thought his mom was Tara, Jupiter's wife. Yes. Some people say that they're different versions of the story, but I think that this shows that Jupiter's wife, Tara, is Rohiṇī, the moon's favorite companion. So Tara actually literally means star, and the most beautiful star is Rohiṇī. It's the star that the moon is most attracted to. Now Mercury also has some names that talk about its color. It's known as heman or himna, and also śyāmāṅga. So Mercury is given a color that's very difficult to understand, Mercury's color, but it's like grass. Grass can sometimes be brown, sometimes be yellow, and sometimes be green. So Mercury's color is like that. Sometimes it verges on golden, sometimes it verges on brown. But hema, meaning gold, also shows you an important thing about Mercury. Mercury is about money. It's mercantile, it's merchant-oriented. And that's why it's called the gold planet, heman, the planet of gold. Then it's called śyāmāṅga, which is also a source of confusion. Because Shama, it's another difficult color to understand. Shama means black, but I thought Mercury was green, golden, brown. The real thing that Shama means is beautiful or noteworthy, particularly special, a very special color. Like another meaning of śyāmāṅga means a very beautiful person. So śyāmāṅga, it's not so much saying that Mercury is dark, although the star Mercury in the sky is quite dark, but it's actually saying that Mercury is very beautiful, and anga means body, the limbs of the body. So this is an important thing about Mercury. It produces great beauty. Why? Because Mercury is all about balance, taking in, giving out, exchanging. There's an equal amount coming in as going out. Mercury is all about balance. Balance is symmetry. Symmetry is beauty. So Mercury is symmetrical and also youthful, and therefore very beautiful. So this is a part that's often overlooked about Mercury, is that it has a great deal to do with physical beauty. And that's why it's called śyāmāṅga. So Mercury is also called tuṅga, very, very, very refined. So Mercury is śyāmāṅga and tuṅga, very, very remarkably beautiful, symmetrical, and refined. Mercury's beauty is very refined, and Mercury's movements are very refined. So it's a planet of dexterity. Another name that tells you a lot about how to interpret Mercury is Rājaputra. Rājaputra means the prince. And Mercury is prince-like. He's young, youthful, and diplomatic, tactful. That's the role of the prince, is to be an ambassador and be tactful and diplomatic. Mercury is also called praharṣula. Praharṣa means funny. So Mercury is very witty, very good with words, but also likes to have fun. Praharṣa. Praharṣa means to have fun. It's fun. Friendly. Mercury is friendly, diplomatic, having conversation, having relationships, friendly. And finally, there's a group of names that really get to the core of what Mercury is about. For example, Mercury is known as Gya. And Gya means intelligence, perception. Mercury is also known as Vid. Vid means knowledge, awareness, perception. And then finally, the most common name of all for Mercury has to do with the word bodh. Bodh means to be awake, to be alert, to be conscious, to be perceiving, to be aware. So Mercury can be called Buddha, that's the most common name, or bodhana, the planet of intellect. So Mercury is the planet of intellect. Bodha, intellect, means to have vid, and gya, to have perception and awareness and knowledge. But but intellect also means to connect things. So Mercury is praharṣula. He's friendly and fun because he connects things. He's Rājaputra. He connects parties. He's the negotiator. He's diplomatic. He's balanced. He connects things, so he does trade and exchanges. So he's heman, the planet of gold. He's so balanced and young, so he's śyāmāṅga and tuṅga. He's beautiful. And he's born from the moon, so that shows that the intellect's function is to serve the mind. See, you can get a lot from just knowing the meanings of the names of a planet.